Let's go to Acholi and see what this project has done. In terms of increasing production, productivity, value addition, in terms of building the necessary community infrastructure to evacuate these products, to access them to a buyer, in terms of building circles, small groups that can bargain, sell together, access inputs together, and check each other, peer-to-peer pressure on the farmers, which you do not have unless you have this kind of initiative.
The lessons we are going to pick from PRELNOR are that, yes, we can. Because many people are always doubting that, it won't work, but at least PRELNOR has proved that, yes, we can. Because we have seen testimonies of people, how PRELNOR has changed its lives. Even small things like even these renewable energy technologies. People are talking themselves, by having solar panels, by having cooking stoves, how it has impacted on their lives. And they are talking. So we shall use that belt, the Acholi sub-region, to make other people go and benchmark and actually learn from the people who have been giving testimonies for this.
The project for the restoration of livelihood in the northern region, PRELNOR, in Uganda, is an agricultural value chain project implemented by the government of Uganda and financed by the International Fund for Agricultural Development, IFAD, and the government. The project started in August 2015 with a total beneficiary of 155,000 households in the districts of Gulu, Adjumani, Kitgum, Lamour, Omoro, Nuoya, Amuru, Agago, and Badere.
The takeoff was, how do we increase household incomes, food security for our people? And when you look at the parish development model, that is exactly where we are focusing. We're looking at the 39% of the households which are still locked in this element we call subsistence production.
We are very confident because this thing works, because we have seen it. So for sure now that means that PRELNOR contributed heavily through natural examples on the ground to designs by government to put in place a bigger program like PDM. Of course, PDM also dates as far back as 2006, even for PRELNOR, the thinking. But at least PRELNOR now is an example of a success story that we could confidently defend the pillars of PDM without any worry, because we have seen it work.
Two-wheel tractor, as it has arrived, it made my works be easy. I can plow 1 acre a day using only 3 liters of fuel. So it has made me plow at least 30 acres per month.
Na won komi kumishana chulu tena mukene we university. Matima be loga ma PRELNOR kelo. Kari wa ot makumbera burie atawni bo nero kumen.
We realize that all of them, the group member, their life have changed. They are growing maize in a very bulky. We are producing many tons, and the quality is attracting market. And out of the sales, many of our members who have benefited are now putting permanent structures in their homes, the mabati buildings. Number 2, they are paying school fees for their children. One of the members in the group told us a story how he is paying 3 of his children at the university. This is very, very, very important.
One of the things we also pride in as our innovation is mentoring process. This is a process that is so beautiful, it's hands-on, it's everyday, it gets you in your area, and then you have somebody who takes you through on how best you want to live where your current situation and go to the next.
In the inclusive farmer capacity building component, It focuses on improving agricultural production for selected enterprises, rice, maize, beans, and climate resilience.
We also got a training of various things like post-harvest handling of rice, and secondly, we also got training on how to plant using modern method of scales like planting in lines. When the project was not there, we were planting just using broadcasting.
Penya ni nyimi tika kwene. Gena PRELNOR penya. Awe nyima amiara get geru. Tiene ana adwa la fonyo keye.
Partly of the money, it was used for the fish feed, to manufacture the fish feed. And again, 404 fish fingering, it has been eaten as nutrition.
PRELNOR employs an inclusive approach to farmer capacity building that ensures that communities are empowered to identify their own context-specific production and environmental challenges affecting agricultural production.
As you see here, we have few trees, but after bringing this machine, it's now helping us to reduce the process of cutting trees in this area. Secondly, this briquette making project is helping us. Some youth who are not having job, we are employing here to get some jobs. Even our mother here, nowadays we are helping them to give them charcoal at a cheaper price. Like 1 kilo is only 1,000. If you compare with a charcoal from a tree, this charcoal is very important because 1 kilo you can cook and you cannot finish it whole. But if you compare with a charcoal from trees, you can use it for more than 1,000.
Kumbeti chava na tiu yan kichiel with madit ki lum ento ter ira kara twer tikere chabira chiel no dong foot pa dore lum kagamu yan mana ya metaphor program pa PRELNOR ni ukonyo kora tutwal wero kumbeta tika yueyu kari ken maki yopani kari yan manonak matitiri atweru lakone ateru kere anego daga duago ruo ateru kere anego nyara mo kwanyu yano kikeno we.
Some people who are hiding themselves, cutting the trees when we are not around, that is our challenge from the trees there. But really, we are happy of the project, which is PRELNOR, and we are really happy and request the government to extend the program.
In the 7 years, this has improved market linkages and infrastructure. The focus is organized marketing and market access in infrastructure.
We always link them. We have Grain Pulse, we have Opit and Investment, we have AK Porongo, we have Loco. They're the one buying produce from our farmers. They always come and buy when our farmers, they bulk and they sell as a group. They don't sell as an individual. Those are the support we are giving to our farmer. Not only that, when we came in, we got the issues whereby Uganda's farmers were supplying maize grain to Kenya, and the maize they were supplying, it was bad. But now when PRELNOR started training their farmers, in Noya we have 65 farmer group. We started training our farmers in group. Now they are planting maize, they are growing rice, and they always keep it well.
The project for the restoration of livelihood in the northern region, PRELNOR, is in line with the Uganda Vision 2040. The project directly addresses increase in household income, promoting equity, improving the stock quality of economic infrastructure, and promoting a sustainable population and use of the environment and natural resources. To the project, different models are picked. The parish development model is benchmarked on PRELNOR.
Under PRELNOR implementation, the communities, the farmer groups which are all under their different VSLS system, they have been strengthened. That means the members in those groups are struggling to ensure that I be in a particular VSLS saving group, so that I'm able to get loan, I'm able to get financial support through my VSLS saving. Every weekly saving, I could also get supported. This approach, if PDM can pick this lesson, that means the PDM circles at each of the parishes cannot come from blue. It will come from these different VSLS group. This can best inform these parish development circles, and these circles will be a bigger institution which can empower the parish in terms of financial inclusion.
Who could have been involved in the PRELNOR project? I'm very sure the PDM will not be much of a problem, because you will see among the selected enterprises in PDM, about the 32, many are captured by PRELNOR. Beekeeping, poultry, and maybe fish farming. You see, so for those who have already been engaged in PRELNOR activities, PRELNOR project, they will not find it anything new to get rolled into PDM.
Maluba kid malama ben watika an wasing facility. Mabe tikenyo. Bu yuge benetie. Tandar benetie. Mana maluba kid me yorkom. Ma ngej enone gen go mena an bena no ngej enone kompera tikati atikwede.
Government thinks PDM is a brainchild of PRELNOR.
We'll encourage our colleagues in the parish model to visit this project site and look at it, because that is the catchword for sustainability. At a certain time, the donor, the funder will not be there. But we must sustain what we have, because the road is yours, the water is yours, education is for your children, health services are for yourself. You can do this if you have some income. You need some money. You need pesa, you need money in order to access good quality education, in order to access health services. And that is the parish model, that's PRELNOR. If you ensure that a household is able to feed itself and has some money to look after itself, and this, what we're talking about is sustainable. So for me, sustainability of the parish model buys off from what we're talking about PRELNOR, change the mindset.
To me, as a development worker, I'll continue struggling to make sure that if I can get any other opportunity beyond even PDM, we put back in that area to be able to consolidate the achievements which we have got under PRELNOR. But even if we may not have succeeded, or we may not succeed in the nearest future, we shall make sure that we peg PDM programs on the literature that has been put in place by PRELNOR. So to us, PRELNOR remains a very big, important microcosm of the bigger picture of how we want to support the region, but also how we want to support production and productivity value chains. So we remain very, very excited about PRELNOR, and also the rate at which the people had adapted the teaching and the practices of PRELNOR. So I can assure you that PRELNOR is going to remain a very big benchmark for us in directing our thinking and our plans to support the region, both under PDM but also under Vision 2040 and NDP3.
Today, Project for the Restoration of Livelihood in the Northern Region, PRELNOR, has benefited 10,000 vulnerable households who have been mentored and provided food security grants worth $120. The household mentoring methodology has made it possible for the targeted households to achieve several outcomes in food security, household hygiene and sanitation, asset accumulation, better gender relations, improved nutrition, improved incomes, and increased production. 1,800 farmer groups supported and facilitated to increase agriculture production, adopt climate-resilient technologies. An estimated 1,240 kilometers of climate-resilient community access roads. Estimated benefits from the investments reach out to a total of 155,000 households in the 9 districts.
If we're talking about rolling out the PDM, the parish development model, today, then I think in Acholi we should be talking about having gone a few miles ahead of the others because of this kind of initiative. What do I mean? When you look at increasing production, productivity, value addition, marketing, that is pillar number 1 of the parish model. It's exactly what the staff in PRELNOR are doing.
So when we are now talking about this design of infrastructure and economic services, we have something to refer to and say, look, one of the infrastructures you can do to support rural neighborhoods which have always been difficult is construction of bridges in those areas which are waterlogged, which have swamps, which of course, and therefore we have a success story to refer to. When we are talking about supporting communities with this financial inclusion, we have seen the food security grant working, we have seen the community-based natural resource management plans working. So we have something to show. So that one, yeah, PRELNOR has left a mark. Of course, my argument was that we should not abandon the ship. But of course, the debate was that yes, we seem to have done enough in that area. Let's try other things altogether. But we shall pick all those good examples and build them in the parts development.
The project is financed by the government of Uganda, an IFAD loan, an ASAP grant and beneficiary contributions. IFAD loan financing is $50.2 million. The ASAP grant financing is $10 million. The government of Uganda financing is $9.2 million.
We had almost 100 agricultural extension facilitators. This is going to leave a big gap, but we know that the local governments have the agricultural extension, the agricultural officers at the sub-counties, but if they could go a little further and have them at the parish level, so that they are readily available to handle our farmers to really, build on what they already have, so that they don't lose it out.